Hello, lovelies. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to use this signal. It's kind of weak, but I'm hoping that I can. I want to talk about all the hating that's going on in the world right now. And I want to talk about how maybe you could look at it in a different way and see it through a different perspective. So that is why today I'm going to introduce you to Ni Na Hao. And Ni Na Hao basically means question. And it's one of my favorite tools in the healing therapy work that I do with people is I ask them to be in the question. And to really, by doing that, you stay open and porous and new information can come to you. So the question that I would have is, there's a lot of haters out there right now. And I can share a story from my own life. Hi, Brian Swicks. It's nice to see you. I can share a story from my own life which talks about the experience that I had with a hater. So there was this guy on one of my private chat rooms, and every time he posted in block letters in red. And it was hateful stuff. It was, yay, hi. It was so brutal. It was the stuff serial killers probably write. Honestly, it was like the stabbing and the swears and the decapitation and the whores and all of the terrible, terrible stuff of the world. And I would see this guy post, and I'm sure you guys have had this experience where you're on YouTube and you're just scrolling the comments and all of a sudden there's this like insane ferocity of just loathing and hatred and vehemence. It's just really like takes you aback because you're like, what? People think that way? That's so weird. And so anyways, one of these guys was doing that. And a lot of people were scared of him. And I'll be honest with you, I was scared of him too. It was not a pleasant experience to read the stuff he was writing. And it was so vitriol. It was so avarice. It was so angry. And I looked at that red typeface that he was doing in block letters, and to me, all of a sudden, it just really felt as though he was bleeding all over the world. And I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I basically just wrote him a private message, and I said, hey, how you doing? That's it. Just to see what would happen. And he wrote back the sweetest letter. Hi, how you doing? And it started a conversation. And I came to find out about him. And I actually became friends with him. And we talked, and I could sense his pain, and I was there to support him in giving him some tools that would help him to feel like he wasn't so powerless. Because that's really what hatred is about, right? It's about feeling powerless. Like if you hate a certain race, it's because you feel inferior to that race. Or if you hate people with money, it's because you feel really trapped in your own financial situation. Hating is really about limiting you. It's not about limiting anyone else. Yay, I love the hearts. Thank you. I hope that's resonating. And so, Ni'au, which I don't know Hawaiian, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, and I'm hoping that I am, but Ni'au is to be in the question, to ask the question, to look at things through a different set of lenses, to have a different perspective. Because when you do that, you change everything, right? Everything changes when you see this guy, not as this really scary serial killer that could hurt me, but as somebody who's hurting, that maybe needs a little bit of love and support, maybe needs a friend, maybe needs somebody to talk and vent to. Anyways, the weird thing was that I found out that he was, in a really rough place in his life. And I think it's Confucius or maybe Lao Tzu. I don't think it's Lao Tzu. He was a different kind of philosopher. But the idea is be kind to everyone, for in each person rages some kind of a battle, some kind of a great battle. And that's really important to realize when somebody does something to you, it's really their own battle that you're seeing, and that you can totally move past it and be above it. You don't have to let it support your self-esteem. You don't have to let it inform who you think you are. So to be in the question, and this little girl right here, what you love about her is that she's got this beautiful, like almost opal essence. Yay, thank you, Brian. I love the hearts. There we go. And she's on a stretchy, so it fits just about everybody. I can't think of anyone it wouldn't fit. And the message that she reminds you of is that anytime that you are feeling like the world is one way, ask a different question. So like maybe in the situation with all this hatred in the politics arena, to me I see a lot of people hurting. I see a lot of people that voted because they're hurting so bad and they want change so badly. In my opinion, they're not going to get what they were voting for, but we'll see. You know, miracles can happen. They happen every day. Anyways, thank you so much for joining in. I do want to let you know that my website is going to be completed this week. They say Monday, so this is very, very exciting. When that happens, I'm going to have a one-day sale, and everything's going to be half price, every single thing. And after that, the prices are going to go up. But there's going to be a whole section for the stories, and it's going to really kind of get you to know a little bit about what the mission is that I have with these sea turtles, and with my healing work, and with working with the couples and doing the couple coaching that I do and stuff like that. So anyways, I really hope this came out well. I'm worried that there wasn't enough bandwidth. I'm really hoping that there was. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Aloha and namaste.